What's up guys? Sam here, welcome to Tech Today TV. The Sony Xperia 1.5 is Sony's latest flagship smartphone, and it looks to be making a play for our list of the best camera phones, as it's the camera that's seen the bulk of the upgrades. That's not all that's changed since the Sony Xperia 1.4 though, as this is certainly a more powerful phone than its predecessor too. Sony's followers have been eagerly awaiting new releases ever since the Mark I revived the Xperia series in 2019. Sony chooses to forge its own route and includes novel, cutting-edge features into its flagship phones, in contrast to other manufacturers who mimic one another's designs. While other companies focus on features like dynamic islands, Sony continues to innovate with moving lens elements for continuous zoom, 1-inch camera sensors, professional software, and more. Sony experienced significant issues with the Xperia lineup's announcement and release timeline, particularly for the early versions. Poor sales were the outcome because by the time the Japanese models hit the shelves, consumers had forgotten about them, and the initial excitement had worn off, sometimes months before the real market release. The Xperia 1.5 is already up for pre-orders in the US, and the official market release is scheduled for July 28. The price tag of Sony's late flagship phone has been a painful subject for all Sony fans. The bad news is that Sony isn't afraid to charge exorbitant prices for its latest phone, making it significantly more expensive than all of its competitors, and sometimes pushing into premium foldable territory. The good news is that these prices quickly fall, and you can get the phone with a huge discount just a couple of months later. Even though the Xperia 1.4 launched at the mind-boggling price of $1,599 for the 256GB model, just a month later, the price dropped to $1,199 at the official site, and that was for the 512GB model. Much more reasonable, and through some deals here and there, you could get the last generation for under $1,000. As we stated above, the price of the Xperia 1.5 is a known variable, and the good news is that we're looking at $1,399 at launch, $200 cheaper than previous generation. Here's where the magic happens. At least in the past few generations, the Xperia 1.3 features the first periscope zoom system, able to move its lenses in order to offer two separate focal lengths, 70mm and 105mm. Then the Xperia 1.4 took that idea further, offering a true continuous zoom between 85mm and 125mm. The Xperia 1.5 takes things even further with another camera innovation, a revolutionary XMOR-T transistor pixel sensor, developed by Sony Semiconductors. By separating the transistor and photodiode in the pixel, Sony has achieved better low light sensitivity and lower noise levels. The variable zoom telephoto lens from the previous generation is still present, offering 85mm 125mm focal lengths, as well as the ultrawide 16mm lens, sitting on top of a 12MP sensor. A couple of camera comparison we're making to see whether Sony has finally pulled ahead of the competition with this camera innovation. When it comes to design, Sony likes to play safe. The company pretty much invented the 21/9 uniform bezel design, and Sony's sticking with the same philosophy for the Xperia 1.5. We have the gorgeous OLED 4K display, no notches or cutouts, two rather slim top and bottom bezels, metal frame, and Gorilla Victus 2 on the front and back. What's interesting is that the back features a special texture, mimicking a camera grip. It's pretty unique. It fends off fingerprints, and it has a rubbery feel to it. Share your thoughts and comments below. I hope you found our content interesting, and if you did, please like and hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video.